everyone. As you know, knowledge is power, and so you need to expand your mind in order to gain this power. Now, expanding your mind means growing more knowledge about not the external world but about your own self. The more you know yourself, the more you know how to deal with the external world. So, as you know, there are many products in the market. You must have heard people saying that if you use a certain cosmetic, it will help you stop aging process and you will look more younger. But I deal with the mind. I talk about the mind power. What if I shared with you certain tips that tells you that you can control aging and you can look more younger? And you can also improve your performance. You can be more consistent in your energy in whatever you want to do so you achieve your goals in time. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share with you information on, so this is more like science of exercise part 2. Before this, I made a video where I explained as to what should be the right motivation for one to exercise and why exercise is important and is as necessary as brushing your teeth. So today I'm going to share with you, it's an extension of the science to know that when you exercise and the way you exercise, the kind of attitude you keep to exercise, how it impacts your mind, impacts your body, it impacts your personality and impacts your present and your future. How do we improve our performance? How do we look younger? How do we keep our habits, our good habits consistent on a regular basis is what I'm going to share with you today, because most of the people they keep a goal in mind and they keep a duration time period that you want to achieve a goal in this particular time, but because the mind is very volatile and it fluctuates a lot, it gets distracted a lot and we don't end up achieving all the targets. So we want to do something but we end up doing most of the time nothing or something else that carries least priority. So how to get the mind focused in order to achieve these lovely things that everybody wants to look younger, nobody wants to look aged, and everybody wants to have good performance every time they do a particular task. And as I said, consistency is the most important thing because consistency brings confidence. So let us begin with understanding the science of our brain. Okay, so how does it work? There is a thing called autonomous nervous system. Now, autonomous nervous system has two parts. Okay. What is autonomous nervous system? Let's understand that. So autonomous nervous system is a function from where all the automatic activities in the body takes place, like breathing, your heartbeat, your digestion, excretion, everything you say. What happens is many things are involuntarily working in your body and does not need your permission. You don't put a switch on to function and to regulate it. It's automatically working without you putting any effort. But does that mean that we need to forget the body and do not have to take care of it? We need to learn how to take care of the body because it's your body. It's your thing. It's something you have. You are in it, and it's your first duty to keep it clean, to keep it, to maintain it in a way that it keeps functioning as it's supposed to. Automatic activities take part from autonomous nervous system, and autonomous nervous system has two parts, that is sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, so let us understand first what is sympathetic nervous system. Now, as if you see Google, okay, it will define the sympathetic nervous system is something that directs the body's rapid involuntary response to dangerous or stressful situations. A flash flood of hormones are, it boosts the body's alertness and heart rate, sending extra blood to the muscles. So this is the definition, if you see in the Google, for sympathetic nervous system. Now, understanding what are stressful situations here. So what does sympathetic nervous system do? What did I just read? That it actually, in dangerous or stressful situation, it kind of, it's a quick signal from the brain to the body. It releases a flash flood of hormones into the bloodstream and makes the body alert. Okay, so this happens only when you're in distress. So let us understand what are the stressful situations that we face when we have the sympathetic nervous system working. Okay. Now, stressful situations are not those situations which you find unpleasant involuntarily. जैसे कि you meet with an accident or you're about to face some kind of threat from some object or some animal or something. Okay. Abhi there is going to be so much of anticipation about the economic apocalypse that's going to happen after the 21-day lockdown. So people are anticipating, and many other things are there. Main thing is the economy. So in stressful situation, you always have this kind of heartbeat, racing faster the moment you think about it. And which are the other ones? Let's understand that. See, when you go to gym culture is more about how you're showing off, how you are, looking, how much you're pushing yourself to, fit into size 0 or XYZ, those parameters, so much of biceps and triceps and chest and whatnot. So the point is that in a very unnatural way, you're trying to push the body. Okay. It is basically you have set a certain standard, comparing yourself with something outside of you, and maybe you're not happy with yourself. Why? As to why you're pushing yourself. So that requires too much activity of the sympathetic nervous system, and too much activity of the sympathetic nervous system is going to cause aging faster. Another situation is when you watch football match or cricket match, especially IPL or World Cup, kind of adrenaline that rushes. Okay, so sympathetic nervous system activates in the fight or flight response of the body. Now, fight or flight. What is fight or flight response? Let me tell you. Let me explain to you in a very simple way. If you see a snake in front of you, okay, not everybody is born in a jungle, not everybody is a Mowgli. If you see a snake, obviously you're going to get scared. You see a tiger, you see a leopard, you're going to get scared. Okay, the first thing you want to do is either you will run away, or you will get frozen there, or you will try to fight the situation. Fight or flight. Now, everybody does not have the capacity to fight with endangered species. So you will either get frozen or you will try to run away. Of course, running is also not a very easy option. But the thing is that this is a very instinctive response of the body when you face such kind of situations. Now, let's understand we don't face these kind of situations on a very regular basis. So, if you encounter an unpleasant conversation with your boss or your colleague or any family member at home, okay, right now everybody is having the stress of lockdown and it's not easy to stick around with the family members for such a long period because nobody is used to let us face the reality so people lose themselves in some sort of activity or entertainment outside the house so that they can keep much distance from their close ones. So when you face an unpleasant situation, unpleasant conversation, so how do you deal with it? Either you react and you fight or you run away. Okay, as I said, we escape. We try to use measures. Mobile phone is one very classical example that most of us are lost on social media, very addicted to mobile phones. It's a form of escapism from reality because in reality there is so much of work to do that if you prioritize your work, you will hardly have some time to look at things on the internet and recklessly spend your time. You will have so much more productive things to do and be more creative. You can actually become Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates and Steve Jobs yourself if you only step away from excessive leisure and excessive keeping your mind free and just passing it in something that is really not relevant and important. You understood what I'm trying to say. So yes, sympathetic nervous system is activated in the fight and flight response when we react. Now, we are not animals that we live on instinctive response. So yoga talks about activating the counter part, that is parasympathetic nervous system. Because parasympathetic nervous system, what it does is it activates the it calms down your body, it cools down your mind, it settles everything in your body and helps it function in a very normal way. And that is possible only if you think less, if you do not get affected by emotionally too much. Okay, you do not react but you respond, you think about it, you pause, you respond, you don't react, you're not instinctive. And for that you need to create certain habits, certain patterns, because a lot of people have a habit of reacting. Okay, they get into habit. Okay, I feel threatened to my self-image if somebody tries to attack me, somebody says something to me, and I immediately get influenced, I immediately get carried away, I immediately give away my control and my power, and I lose my temper. And that should not be the case because we are evolved human species, we are evolved species of all, and so we are supposed to use something called our intellect, and the intellect is something that's responsible to differentiate between what's right and what's wrong. Now, coming from the background of psychology and yoga, it is my duty to tell you that basically it is not someone else who angers us. We allow others to anger us. Okay, we give the power in their hand. If somebody says something and it triggers me, that means I have two things. I have to introspect and ask myself, if I have done something wrong, I might as well correct it. If I have not done anything wrong, it should not affect me. I should not take it personally. I should be very objective about the approach and the situation. And I need to behave accordingly without getting personal, without thinking about revenge the other person. I need to just move on and do what I feel like doing. If I'm right, my conscience is clear, I should not react. As simple as it sounds. But yes, that is how one decides to keep peace and harmony within oneself. So there is a lot of wear and tear, a lot of disturbance happening in the body when you use too much of adrenaline, when you use too much of the sympathetic nervous system, and indirectly, unconsciously, we are using too much of the sympathetic nervous system and creating more stress. We like to watch thriller movies. As I said, we like to watch nerve-wracking matches, and we like thrill. That's why we get lost in entertainment. We play games, and we get addicted to games because we like that rush. We like, and every time we experience that, you may feel youthful, but actually there's too much of the signal reaches to your adrenaline gland, and it releases the hormones called adrenaline rush into your bloodstream, and too much of that can cause faster aging. So you will age faster, you will get tired more often, you will not be able to focus clearly in your performance like Arjun was in Mahabharata. He was very focused because he used to meditate for lots of many months, and meditation, conscious relaxation, pranayam, control of bioenergy all activates the parasympathetic nervous system that helps bring balance in the body. The more calm and the more cool you are, the performance will get even more better. And lastly, if you want to be consistent, all you have to understand is the more relaxed you are, okay, and that's a quality of ether, as in, if we are made up of 5 elements: fire, water, air, earth, ether. Okay, ether is a space, and the more you are able to connect with the ether, which is space, it's empty, it's not filled up. So the more you empty your system with all the negative thoughts and the burden and stress of anticipating the future and burden of the past, this happened, that happened. If you free yourself from all of that, you will look more younger, you will be more focused in the present, your performance will improve 1,000 times, you will be more consistent in what you want to do, you will be free, you will be more happy, your happiness is going to be in your hands, you will have the key to your happiness, not someone else. And the most important thing, yes, you will look younger. So that's where I will stop now, and if you have any questions, please ask me. As I always say, please do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment, give me feedback, share it with others, and thank you very much. Namaste.